Good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Maloxat again, senior teacher at Urgen State University from Uzbekistan. So, dears, today at our lesson, we will speak about creating a positive classroom environment. And the agenda of our today's lesson is how to structure the physical environment, how to structure the emotional environment, the role of self-esteem in the classroom. Structuring the physical environment. Survival Guide explained that the physical environment of a classroom explains a lot about your expectations as a teacher. And in classroom management, in order to create a positive classroom environment, we should pay attention to the followings. Create classroom rules with your students on day one. Maintain the classroom rules, routines, and schedule, but maintain flexible and leave room for fun. When students are engaged and excited about learning, less management problems arise. 3 key rules. Use your inside voice. Wait your turn. Raise your hand. Always have a backup plan. Get the students involved. Have them take part in designing and smooth running of the classroom. Create an atmosphere of respect in which the children feel safe, valuable, and want to take risks. Be aware of all of the school resources. Don't ignore any negative behavior. Create a daily duties routine. Structuring the physical environment, desk arrangements, student placement, classroom decoration, and music in the classroom are very important in this. Desk arrangement. Desks in groups with students facing each other can help stimulate student discussion, like in this picture. Desks in single or double rows are good for demonstrations and independent work. Desks in U-shapes are recommended where possible. Desks in workstations are suited for students who have developed self-management skills. Desk arrangement. Remember, all seating arrangements should accommodate an inclusive learning environment. Foreman notes that some classrooms may require free and quiet spaces to facilitate learning. If we speak about student placement, place easily distracted students away from each other, doorways, windows, and areas of high traffic. Preferably, place to one side of the classroom, close to the front. An inclusive classroom should place students in areas of the class best suited to their needs. Classroom decoration. Students like to see their own work displayed, even in high schools. Classmate posters help students develop a sense of belonging to the classroom. Plants and animals can have positive effects on the classroom. Music in the classroom, it's very important. Music can be a great addition to any classroom. Use as a reward. Create positive mood. Helps broaden musical experience. In inclusive classroom, music can comfort, calm, and help focus. Structuring the emotional environment. It is the teacher's responsibility to value each and every one of the students in their class so that each student feels special and important. The bond between a teacher and a student is much more important for students with management and behavioral issues such as ADHD and Asperger's. ADHD students need extra motivation so they can maintain attention, work consistently, and avoid boredom associated with repetitive tasks. Asperger's. A bond with the teacher can encourage, inspire, and greatly assist them. Knowing and liking you. Who you are, what you stand for, what you will ask them to do, what you will not ask them to do, what you will do for them, what you will not do for them. And strategies in creating positive classroom environment. So you should first greet students personally. Make frequent eye contact. Eye contact should be equal with every student by the teacher. If the teacher makes an eye contact only with the pupils or learners who sits in front, the other students may get insulted. So that is why eye contact should be equal to every pupil or to every learner. Negotiate rules and routines with students. Acknowledge positive behaviors. Use positive language. Interact with students outside the classroom. Minimize embarrassment. Use humor. Use bibliotherapy. Use class meetings. Take home buddies. Yellow pages. Self-esteem defined, an individual's sense of their value or worth, or the extra extent to which a person values, approves of, appreciates, prizes, or likes him or herself. A favorable or unfavorable attitude towards the self. Self-esteem Pop Quiz. A. Increasing a student's self-esteem will result in increased achievement. B. Increasing a student's achievement will result in increased self-esteem. Self-esteem, the research shows increased self-esteem doesn't result in increased achievement. Group 1. What causes good and bad grades? I can be proud of myself. I can do this. I'm better than most of the other people in this school. I'm satisfied with myself. Students who did not improve were thinking, I'm ashamed of myself. I don't deserve to be in college. I'm worthless. Bottom line, hold your head and your self-esteem high. Group 2. What causes good and bad grades? I need to work harder. I can learn this material if I apply myself. I can control what happens to me in this class. I have what it takes to do this. Students who did not improve were thinking, it's not my fault. This test was too hard. I'm not good at this. And the bottom line here is take personal control of your performance. And what about the results? By the end of the course, the average grade for students in the first group dropped below 50%, a failing grade. The average for students in the second group was 62%, a D-, which is poor but still passing. Similar research here. 6% of Korean 8th grade surveyed expressed confidence in their math skills, compared with 39% of U.S. 8th graders. But a respected international math assessment showed Koreans scoring far ahead of their peers in the United States, raising questions about the importance of self-esteem. Self-esteem breakdown. Earned self-esteem develops when students have accomplished something worthwhile or behaved in a personally or socially responsible way. A productive achievement, not the cause. Achievement leads to self-esteem. Global self-esteem, a general sense of pride in oneself, not necessarily a reality-based evaluation. Self-esteem leads to achievement. And as for implications for teachers, don't disregard self-esteem. Focus on techniques that will result in increased earned self-esteem. Don't shield students from feelings of sadness, frustration, and anxiety when they lose, fail, or make mistakes. Teach resiliency and self-control. strategies, pro-social values, coping skills, courage, managing feelings, social skills and goal achievement, evidence-based self-knowledge. Be the teacher. In order to establish a positive emotional environment in your classroom, you must first arrange the room in a manner that will facilitate your long-term goals. The physical space in the groundwork for the type of classroom you run. The information here. You are the teacher of a Year 8 class. The class is relatively small, being comprised of 12 students. Within the class, you are aware of students with the following circumstances. Student A, ADHD tendencies, constantly seeking attention and going off task in class. Student B, identified as having RD, 3 years behind class, involved in peer assistance program. Student C, physical disability and is confined to a wheelchair, top performing student. Student D, diagnosed Asperger's, only likes to sit next to student B. Student E, extremely shy, doesn't like to work in groups, exhibits poor task management skills. And the task for you? You have 3 options for your classroom arrangements: rows, groups, or U-shape. Decide which arrangement would best suit this class. Discuss your reasoning as a group. So, dear students, thank you for your attention. This is the end of our today's lesson. And revise the learned material as usual and be ready for the next time. Goodbye.